Hello everyone. I hope you are having a great day. Thank you for joining us on this live webinar today. We are excited to be doing this and we hope the same for you. On this webinar today, we will discuss about Microsoft's fundraising and engagement solution for not-for-profit organizations. Microsoft's fundraising and engagement solution is aimed at addressing a broad range of needs for fundraisers, marketeers, and development operations staff at nonprofits. Let me kickstart this webinar with a quick introduction about myself and Dynamic Square. My name is Rishabh, and I'm a part of business development team at Dynamic Square. I am co-hosting this webinar with my colleague Vandana, who will take it over at a later stage during the webinar. At Dynamic Square, we are a bunch of committed professionals serving 80 plus customers across Australia, including many nonprofits. We have got expertise in implementing fundraising and engagement solution. We are also a part of Microsoft's Tech for Social Impact initiative, under which we help NFPs with their different IT needs. To tell a bit about our expertise, we are working with Microsoft for close to 10 years now. We have experience in all product line that comes under Microsoft Business Solution or under Microsoft Dynamics umbrella. We have done projects in different industries, including NFPs, and have implemented all sorts of solution under Dynamics 365, ERP and CRM packages. Without further ado, let us get started with the webinar agenda. Today, we will speak about fundraising and engagement solution in general, what's inside fundraising and engagement, positive impact of fundraising solution on NFPs, prerequisite for using fundraising solution, and Microsoft offer for fundraising and engagement. Here onwards, I pass on the baton to Vandana to take it forward. And at the end of the webinar, we will be taking your questions. So if you have anything to ask, feel free to drop in your questions in the chat window as the webinar progresses or at the end of it. So over to you, Vandana.
Thank you, Rishabh. I would now take you forward with the product and with certain aspects of Microsoft Dynamics 365 fundraising and engagement for NFPs. I would say before going to discussing more about fundraising and engagement, I would like to shed a little bit light on the Microsoft Dynamics solutions. So Microsoft Dynamics 365 is composed of line of business application across, I would say, marketing, services, sales, operation, finance, and talent. These products are infused with data and intelligence, connecting the Dynamics 365 application with Microsoft Power BI, Microsoft Flows, and Power Apps. Together, these products compose a modern, unified, intelligent, and adaptable product line, which we'll see in a while. They also work independently, but work even better when they are together on an existing business system. So it will help you to improve decision making, build customer relationship, and make the most of your operations. Moving forward, welcome to the fundraising and engagement solution for Dynamics 365 sales once again. About this solution, it is a part of broader Microsoft Dynamics 365 platform and is backed by the full stack leveraging best-in-class cloud infrastructure through Azure with business intelligence and reporting capabilities. This solution also supports the most common fundraising scenarios across multiple donation types and channels, including major and annual giving, recurring gifts, and membership programs. Along with that, it also provides a platform for opportunity and designation management. It also provides a base for household and life event management. We will see all of these in process and how do they actually look onto the product. Moving on to what's inside fundraising and engagement solution. So this particular solution will help you connect more effectively with your donors, with supporters, and volunteers. It provides a targeted engagement with 360-degree view of constituents, their households, and organizations. It also increases donor loyalty and lifetime lifetime giving by understanding and addressing funder priorities. It also enables fundraisers to respond to organizational and program needs. So with this point, I would like to take you to the actual product itself so that we can see that how it looks in action. And we'll see that how these donors and organizations and households, how these can be managed within the system. So currently you will be able to see my screen of Dynamics 365 Fundraising and Engagement Solution. Over on the left-hand side, you are able to see that this is the whole menu. So this is one part, one module of Dynamics 365. Within that, you will be able to see multiple tiles on the left-hand side, showcasing multiple areas of which we can work upon. So we would start with the relationship section, wherein we would see that how contacts or the donors can be managed. And then further, we'll see how organizations and households can be managed. So we have come to the contacts and we want to have a whole idea of how you can manage your donors, how you can manage your supporters within the system, and how this will help you. As you can see right now on the screen, it is able to showcase us the important aspects of these individuals, these donors. It is able to tell us that who this individual is, what is their primary information, which household or organization do they belong to, and certain other aspects such as what is their primary constituent type, which you can see on the right-hand side. Whether they are donors, whether they are volunteers, whether they are supporters, you would be able to see that. And a really good thing about Microsoft products are they are configurable. And I would say that is the easiest configuration available without any coding technologies or requirements. You will be able to do it yourself. So it is really, I would say, user-friendly. Moving ahead to, I have been working with NFPs for about a couple of years now, and I have done Microsoft Dynamics fundraising and engagement solution projects, and I have implemented them. And, I would say that working with them, I have seen that many a times it is really difficult to manage the donors and to be on top of their donations, to keep in touch with them. And Dynamics 365 helps us exactly to solve this particular issue. It helps us complete constituents profile for individual households, including these different details, which you'll see right now. So their biographical details you would be able to see and manage, which otherwise, if you would manage it in an Excel, it would be difficult to gather all of this data at one place. Along with that, in the center of the screen, you would be able to see that how they are involved with you, what is their donation history, and maybe what are their incoming giving which is coming up, or how are their membership going on. You would be able to see that all of these things I just talked about within one screen. So you are able to see how much they have been donating, what is their history, and then within the timelines, they would be able to communicate with you as well. So again, I would like to emphasize on the fact that it is backed up. So Microsoft Dynamics Fundraising and Engagement Solution is backed up with the Microsoft Stack development. And by that, I mean that you can leverage Office 365, you can leverage SharePoint, you can leverage certain other products which are available to enhance the existing features. Now I would like to take you to the organizations and households, how we can manage them. So if you have, your donations, your memberships, your volunteers coming up from the organizations, then you will be able to manage those organizations in the system, and you will be able to manage. Similar, I would say, information. You will be able to see that. Let's suppose in the center right now, you can see that how many days there is an opportunity which is coming up from this organization regarding the fundraising. So you can see all that. Again, you can see that their history, what is their history. You will be able to communicate with them. So it I would say it helps you to communicate better and eliminate the error of miscommunication, and to be on top of what is their requirement, what are they seeking from your organization. So all of these things you would be able to manage over here. Then going to the households, if you want to manage the households, wherein there are different members to one household, you can manage that household as well over here. And then you can manage the household members on the right hand side, which you can see. So this all, why I am showcasing you this again and again, is that these different type of, I would say, database management solutions, they really help you to gather all the required information, which is important to you, which you might not feel right now when you are working on 3 different systems, or you are working on different Excel files. But a system like this really, I would say, it brings your data together, and then you can leverage that particular data and do the analytics and get the cycle running. So over here we just saw that how you can manage the donors and constituent engagement with that, and how you can see their engagement history, how you can see all of their data in one section. Now going back to what's inside fundraising and engagement solution on a next level. Now we saw that how we can attract them, how we can retain, and how we can grow donors as well by capturing the information, and more than that, leveraging the power of the data which you have. So coming to the third point, which is, it also empower nonprofit by automating business processes like data unification and gift entry. It also helps, transform revenue management by enabling real-time large data and recurring gift processing. It will also be able to, process donor commitments, membership renewals, and receipts with a fewer clicks. And it can also, again, be integrated with business productivity tools. I'll take you to the CRM on Dynamics 365 platform again. And we saw that how in relationships these things work. Then for growing, the donor cycle by growing, what do we mean? We mean that you can help yourself prospect better with your prospects. So you will be able to see that can manage a prospect which is coming up from an organization. It can be a household, it can be an individual, which might be coming from different data sources. So even you can capture that. So where this particular prospect is coming from. And by identifying different needs, such as maybe who are they, what do they want from the organizations which they donate to, and what are they looking after. So a business process flow like this, which you can see right now on your screen, help you prospect better end-to-end your donation and I would say volunteer management cycle. So you can have these stages set up. You can say that in first stage, we generally, have certain data capture, and then we go ahead and maybe require some documents from them, or maybe, you let the individual know more about your organization first. This system, this business process flow would help you prospect better. Moving ahead with the automating business processing for the gift entry, for donor commitments. So you can see right now that you can manage your gift over here. There is a section available, and I am able to currently see that what are my active transactions right now. So Dynamics 365 Fundraising and Engagement Solution provides us a platform wherein we can process these transactions within the system. We do not have to go to any website. We do not have to go, manually feed anything in. You can just come to the system. You can come to transactions. You can capture who the donor is, and you will be able to see that after capturing these basic information, you will see that there is a facility available, feature available, wherein you can provide what are the gift details, is it donation software type, how the client wants to pay, and maybe how did they contact you. It can be a phone call, it can be your social media handles, it can be online. So you can manage that. And then after that, what you can do is you can process this amount from over here. So you can provide the total amount. And once you have captured the information, you can even add membership. So it is really easy that once you are transacting, you are able to add the membership as well. And going forward, you will be able to manage this membership, within this system itself. It does not require another system to manage your membership and maybe a different system to manage your donations. No, it does everything in just one solution. And once you have captured this, then you will be able to process your transaction. You will be able to take into the payment gateway and you will be able to process the transaction just sitting over here. Maybe you are on a call and you will be able to complete it. And it is not like you will have to come back and enter it again like you would do in an Excel file. So it really is beneficial that on just one screen, I'm able to, process a transaction. I'm able to add a membership. I'm able to capture that which campaign did it come from. So all of that you can do in just one screen. Then going forward, we said that you can, easily manage your donor commitments and you can, sign up for the renewals as well. So renewals, I have seen in my experience that renewal becomes a hectic process, a cumbersome process if it is not managed properly. But Dynamics 365 allow us to manage this process really easy, that once you are capturing the transaction, you can say that it is a renewal type and then provide what information or maybe how you would be capturing that recurring payment. So you can capture the mode of payment and how much maybe the membership is or maybe their commitments are. So you can capture that and the system would be able to process it recurringly over the time in itself. So you do not have to wait for a team who would process a renewal for you, or maybe who will process a recurring donation for you. You just say, we want this as recurring, and you will be able to get that. Then there's another really, I would say, great aspect about the transactions, the donor commitments, that what it provides is that we can even send out receipts once our transaction is completed. So once you say that your transaction is completed, you will be able to send out, just give me a moment. You will be able to send out receipts from within the system. So what you can do is that you run the transaction, you go to receipts and you will just say that I want to send out the receipts. And with the receipts, it is really easy that once a receipt is generated, you can send out that receipt to the customer from the system itself. So you can go to activities, you can create an email and just send out this receipt. And the system also keeps a track of the logs and the stats as well. So this is, how easy it is to capture a donation or to capture a transaction and to have a donor commitment come into your system. Maybe have recurring donations set up as well. So this all we have seen and seen how easy it is. Now going to the last part of what's inside fundraising and engagement solution. So it also helps us, I would say, it enables fundraisers and financial managers to benefit from common donation, revenue, and transaction management. It also, eliminates the need for complex fundraising and financial reconciliation. It also provides, I would say, greater visibility into program sustainability and transparent financial reporting. So I would just take you to this system again. And now you can see that even on different screen, I'm able to see a sum up of what are my transactions for the day and what all I have done and what is coming up. I'm able to see that on the screen. But what further enables, or I would say enhance the capabilities, is the presence of the dashboards and the reports within the system, which are really powerful. So for the managers, financial managers, or for the management of your organizations, they would like to see that what have been your active transactions, how, month by month or year by year, how the performance has been. So being a manager, I would not like to see each and every transaction. I would like to see an overview, and wherever I found that there is an issue, I would like to go and check that. So right now, I can see all my active transactions starting from November 2018 to maybe June 2019, something like that. So you can have that set up within the system. There are some which are already set up. You can even see that what all campaigns your organization is running. How are they performing? Are they able to generate the required amount, or are you able to target the individuals or the donors which you need to? So you can manage that, all of that over here. And let's suppose if I, as a manager, want to go and see that how our performance has been. So I can go inside these charts, which are just not charts, they are intuitive. They can take us to maybe the back end, wherein I can see that, okay, in this year, what we were doing and how this particular transactions are showing up. And then if I would like to see the further information regarding, okay, what can be the potential problem, why is it so less, or why is it so not managed properly within a year. So all of these things I will be able to go and check in myself with just a couple of clicks, not more than that. Then I would like to showcase you another type of a dashboard, I would say, wherein you can see that a list type of a view, which is really, I would say, important because you are able to see a lot of information which you might take a lot of time if you are working on an Excel, or maybe if you are working on two systems. Let's suppose one for capturing the transaction and maybe one for managing the renewal process, or maybe the membership process. So with this system, you can have that all in one system and have a dashboard created with multiple aspects of it. So it can be like now over here, we can see that what are the gifts which we have received, and maybe how many opportunities do we have in line as of now. Again, how many gifts we have received with the timeline, with the month and year, and how our opportunities are performing. Are we on track? Are we able to send out the campaigns as and when it is required? You can manage them, you can see that as well. So this is how, and again, these are configurable. So if you feel that there is one aspect for your team, which you want to see on the dashboard, then you can have your own dashboard as well. And it is really simple to create. And our organization, whenever we implement a project, we provide all of this training with the minute of details that how even your users would be able to utilize all this and maybe create some of these dashboards, the views, the charts on their own. So along with that, it is really intuitive. Now going back to our PPT. Now we would talk about the impact of fundraising and engagement solution, and maybe how you can leverage this, or how can this be important for you or changing for your organization. So initially, I talked about that how it is designed to fuel the business process of NFP organizations, that you are doing everything which you should, but still there is not the process is not transparent. You are not able to get the the outcomes which you want to achieve. So Dynamics would really help you gather all of that in one place, end to end, and you will be able to manage start to end your donation cycle, maybe your renewals, the recurring payments, and you can even organize your events and campaigns. And that too with, I would say, the power of Microsoft technologies, that you can leverage multiple analytics tools which are there. You can leverage Office 365, you can leverage SharePoint, and along with that, once you are done, you have the NFP solution set up. Then if you feel like you need to, enhance to another module of Dynamics 365, even you can do that at any time. So all of this, you just need to start once, and then you will see how powerful it is and how powerful you yourself can make it further. Again, coming to the third point, that how scalable and customizable it is. Scalable, I just told you that you can have it increased at any space, any given time. You will be able to do that. And it is totally configurable and customizable. I would not use the word customizable for everything, because some things are really easy, and I would say that even some of our clients, they manage the basic things by themselves, because we want you to leverage the power yourself, to see it yourself, and to make the users have this system with them, and to enhance their working process as well by enhancing the business processes. So moving ahead, if we talk about what are the prerequisites for fundraising and engagement solution, then I would say that there are a lot of requirements, which I would say that you need to pass 20 tests and maybe do something else. That is not there. What is the prerequisite is that fundraising and engagement, it is free of charge for NFP organizations. You just need to pass an eligibility requirement of the NFP, which is set up by Microsoft. So once you do that, this I would say this particular solution is free of charge to you. And then the only thing I would say which is required to use the fundraising and engagement solution is that you need to have a Dynamics 365 sales enterprise license. And I would say more about licenses and how you can leverage the multiple offers which might be there. I would hand over the stage to Rishabh, and he would be able to take you through the current promos and these things going on. Thank you, Rishabh.
Thank you, Vandana. I hope viewers found it an informative session so far. I will quickly and precisely cover some great offers available from Microsoft for NFPs. First one is probably the most important for NFPs wanting to use fundraising and engagement solution. As discussed earlier, one need Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales license to use fundraising and engagement solution. Fundraising and engagement solution in itself covers it comes without any cost. However, to use it, the Dynamics 365 sales enterprise licenses, which are required, they are also available free of cost for up to 5 users as a donation from Microsoft. Also, the additional licenses, if needed, are available at a discounted price of $23.80 per user per month. Fundraising and engagement solution that works with Dynamics 365 sales is a part of customer engagement apps available from Microsoft. Under this bracket, we have some other apps and licenses as well that one can use and are available at a discounted price. Next, we have an offer for Microsoft 365 Premium. It is a suite of productivity application and include apps such as Office, Teams, OneDrive, SharePoint, etc. Microsoft is offering it free for up to 10 users to NFPs, and after that it is available at a discounted price of $5 per user per month. We have also got an offer related to Power BI Desktop and Power BI Pro. Power BI Desktop connect data sources and build visualizations, and it is available free of cost for NFPs. Then Power BI Pro, which has some extra and advanced feature over top of Power BI Desktop, is available at a discounted price of $3 per user per month. And to help you build low code, no code apps for your operations, there is an offer available for Power App as well, where it is free for up to 10 users. And additional users are available at a discounted price of $2.50 per user per month. Last but not the least, we have an offer related to Microsoft Azure, the safest and most secure cloud from Microsoft. Under this offer, NFPs get free credit worth $3,500 per year. You can reach out to us, or you can reach out to your existing partner if you have any, to know more information about these offers and to avail these offers. This also brings us to the end of this webinar. I hope you got valuable insights from the webinar today. We will be live for a few minutes to answer your questions. We will start with the questions received during this webinar. If you have more questions, please drop them in the chat window.
Rishabh, I think we have our first question coming up. So it asks us about, I think you would be the best person to answer this. So it is asking about how many users are required to start with the fundraising and engagement solution. I think you mentioned this, but if you could, yeah, take that up.
Thank you, Vandana. So there is no minimum requirement as such in terms of number of users for start using fundraising and engagement solution. Even with one D365 sales enterprise license, NFP can start using the fundraising and engagement solution.
Thank you, Rishabh. And yes, just to elaborate on what just Rishabh provided us with the information that we can start with one license. And again, as I told you that once you start using with that license and you have your users set up, you have your business process set up, that at any time you would be able to increase the licenses. You would be able to utilize maybe different other modules which might be relevant for your organization apart from the NFP solution. So if it is an ERP, if it is marketing solution of Dynamics, you will be able to, scale that to different modules as well at any given point in time. I can see another question coming up, which is regarding that if we are able to integrate the fundraising and engagement solution with ERP, I would take that up. And I would say that, yes, it is totally feasible that we can integrate maybe the transactions which are coming up or the reconciliation which you are doing. It is totally can be integratable with the ERP. And Dynamics has Business Central and Finance and Operations. So if you are using any of those, then we can leverage the common data model, the CDM model of Microsoft. And we will be able to integrate your customers and the reconciliations as well. There's another query which I can see, and it is related to that. Can we send out automated notifications to the clients? Yes, we can send automated notifications to the client, and it is very much feasible with multiple triggers as well. So let's suppose, as in the past I have done, that on completion of a transaction, when you create a receipt, it sends out automatically to the client, maybe acknowledging it, maybe providing a thank you note. So yes, that can be done. You just need to set up the trigger in the system that on this trigger, once a transaction is completed, send an information or a notification to the client. And not only just the client, but to your internal team as well, to your management, you will be able to send out any kind of notifications, not just on the, when the transactions are completed. Maybe let's suppose if any account or any individual is not contacted for, let's suppose, 15 days, you can set up a notification on that as well, that you can send out a notification to your manager saying that this particular individual or this particular household has not been contacted. So can you please check that? So they would be able to see that as a notification, as an email in their system, and then they can follow that up. So it is really intuitive. We just need to have our business process set up and know that what is required to be able to, get these automated notifications. So yes, that is feasible.
So I think we have covered most of the recurring questions. I can see we got some, specific questions. I think it would be better to reach out to the participants with the answer to those questions. But yeah, the general and the recurring questions we have got those covered. And as a end note to this webinar, I would like to emphasize about this fundraising and engagement solution that this is a pre-built, application which involves the culmination of all the best practices that NFP organization would require. So most of the NFP needs and requirements, they are taken care of by the fundraising and engagement solution without any customization requirements as such. And I think we can now wrap up the session. I want to thank you all for taking the time out for this webinar session, and we will be sharing a recording of this with you all. And if you need to contact us for any question or extra information related to fundraising and engagement solution, you can use the contact information flashing on your screen. Once again, thank you. And this is Dynamic Square signing off.